Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're going to do a nice lower body stretch, and I'm going to ask that you do have a strap or a towel, a long sock would work, a belt, a tie, anything that you can find that will make your arms a little bit longer. We're going to be laying down for the entire practice today, so find just a little bit of space to move. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. All right, you guys, so let's start laying down because we'll be laying down for the entire practice. You're gonna have your strap or whatever you're working with today close to you, but just walk the feet in and bring the soles of your feet together and letting your knees fall out wide. Getting a little love for those hips, making that diamond shape with our legs. If this is too much or not comfortable, you can always just straighten your legs. But I just want you to be able to close your eyes and start to kind of let go of everything. Just kind of be heavy on your mat or whatever you're laying on. Maybe taking a few deeper breaths to help you settle in. And maybe your arms are rested at your sides or on your tummy or your chest. And just kind of scanning your body. Noticing how you're feeling so far today. Where are you feeling a little tighter? Where are you feeling a little open? And how does your breath feel? Is your nose nice and clear? And your throat? Are you a little stuffed up right now? And stay exactly as you are. Let's take another 3 full breaths. Softening through the shoulders, your chest. At the end of your next exhale, just gently start to bring your knees together, planting your feet on the mat. Just gently kind of touch your inner thighs together. Connect your low back to your mat. And then we're just going to find our strap or prop and start to lift our right foot up into the air. Of course, if you don't have a strap, that's okay too. But you're going to relax a lot more if you do have something to work with. So if you do have a strap, put it on the ball of your foot just below your toes. Sending that right foot up into the air. Feel that lovely stretch to the back of your leg. Maybe all the way from the back of the heel to the knee, to the hip, maybe even to your glute. And if you wanted a little extra, you can start to straighten your left leg out. And as best you can, just relax the back of your head and your shoulders on your mat. The only thing really working are your arms to
I didn't catch that. Was that play the song missing?
hang on to your strap. And from here, you guys, so right now our foot's going like kind of straight up into the air. I want you just to let your foot fall so that it's almost in line with your left shoulder. So keeping the right hip connected to your mat, not a big twist here, not really a twist at all. You're just going to kind of try to bring that foot in line with your shoulder. You might be down here, your foot might be over top of your shoulder, but just feeling a little bit extra through the outside of that right leg. And if it feels right just to hang on with one hand, that left hand sometimes kind of has a better grip than two hands with the foot leaning over to the side. Awesome, you guys. So this foot, we're just going to let it come back to center. Small movements here. And then we're just going to let it come out to the right just a little bit so that it's in line with that right shoulder. Maybe pulling those toes towards that right shoulder a little more. Maybe not. And just kind of a little movement with that leg out to the side. Sometimes we drop it all the way towards the floor, but we're not going quite there just yet. And just noticing as things maybe start to open up or relax a little bit. Make any adjustments that you need to continue to feel the stretch. So probably pulling the foot towards the top of your mat. Nice job, you guys. All right, let's bring our foot back to center. So kind of in the middle of the chest-ish. Find that length of the leg. If you need a break, you can take it. And then this time, we're going to let our foot fall all the way over to the left as far as we can. So I want you to let your right hip lift this time. We kept it down last time, but let it lift. Straighten that left leg if you haven't already so it doesn't stop you from twisting. Your foot does not have to touch the floor. It can hover. But we're trying to feel this through the outside of that right leg. And once you've gone a little ways with that foot and that leg, I want you to check back with that right shoulder. Make sure your right shoulder is still weighed down nice and heavy onto your mat. A nice twist here. Awesome, you guys. I'm not here too much longer. Let's take just one more breath. And then using a nice big inhale to lift your foot all the way back up into the air. So that right hip's going to touch down again. Foot's going straight up. And now we're going to let this right foot fall as far as it wants to go. But keep both of your hips down. So it might look something like it did before, kind of in line with your shoulder, or you might be able to bring your foot a little closer to the floor. I'm just going to shimmy over. The wall tends to get in the way sometimes. Feeling this through the inner thigh, the inner leg. Nice job, you guys. Let's use an inhale. Swing gently that foot back up into the air. And then let's start to bend that knee. Take your strap off of your foot. Walk both of your feet back in. If You shimmied around, you can find the center of your mat again. But let's just walk our feet together. Gently place the inner thighs together. Connect your low back to the mat. Notice any sensations running through the body, maybe primarily through that right leg or the low back. Anywhere else. And then whenever you become ready to switch sides, that left foot's going to lift into the air. Hook your strap just below your toes. That just helps to flex the foot and deepen the stretch. Then if your strap was maybe in the middle of your foot. And let's just start here, legs straight up. Nothing fancy, legs straight up in the air. Nice job, you guys. This feels pretty darn good for me today. I've been doing some running outside of my yoga practice, so my hamstrings are quite tight lately. This feels pretty good. So we're going to take this foot and just gently let it slide or fall over towards the right just a bit. So that's kind of in line with your right shoulder. And let's keep that left hip down on the mat for this one. Feeling a little something through the outside of that leg. Nice job, you guys. Let's gently let the foot come back to the middle and then just a little bit out to that left side. A little movement. Maybe pulling those toes a little closer to the top of your mat. Feeling the love all through the back of that leg. Nice work, you guys. Hold gently. Start to let that foot come back to the middle. Take a second here. Start to straighten the right leg if you haven't already. And then we're going for that bigger twist. So your foot's going to want to fall a little further than it did last time. As you let the left hip lift up off of the air, into the air, off of the ground, but keeping the left shoulder heavy. So you keep that left shoulder heavy and lift the left hip. You're going to get a nice twist. Hopefully, maybe you'll feel something through your glute, through the outer quad, all the way, everywhere. Nice job, you guys. Use a big inhale. Help that leg come all the way back up into the air. Back to center for a moment. And then we're going to let that foot fall all the way out to the left side this time. Both hips staying down. Feel that nice inner leg stretch. And whenever you're ready, use a nice big inhale. Lift that leg back up. And then gently, gently bend that knee. Take your strap off of your foot, walking your feet back in, and gently pressing those inner legs together, those inner thighs. Check in with your low back. Can you kiss your low back? Squeeze it to the mat a little bit more, creating a nice long spine. Awesome, right, you guys? So take your strap or whatever you were using, move it to the side. We're done with it. We're going to pull our knees in towards our chest. So a few options here. Pull the knees in, though, to start. Maybe let the knees come out wide and you can keep your big toes together. Or you can come into happy baby, lifting your feet away from your glutes and trying to stack your knees on top of one another. On your knees, I mean your ankles on top of your knees. It's Friday, I can't talk today. So extend those legs if you want to come to a wide-legged happy baby, but let's all encourage our low back into the mat. A nice long spine. Awesome, right, you guys. If you want to rock a little side to side, if you got the space to do so, go for it. And then gently bend those knees. If you straightened your legs, let your big toes come back together. Gently encourage the knees in, maybe a little rock side to side. And then your feet can come all the way to the floor. Soles of the feet together, let your knees fall out wide or straighten your legs out long. Rest one hand on your belly, the other on your heart. Close your eyes. How does the lower body feel? As always, I encourage you guys to stay here for as long as you have time for. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. You're feeling a little lighter through your lower body. And until next time, namaste.